Hey guys, this is Erin Stilcher, and this is my week 5 video discussion for Comm 3233. This is actually my last video discussion for MacU, and hopefully ever. I said that a couple classes ago, but I was mistaken. So I'll try to make this a good one. This was a really interesting topic, and I had to think a little bit about it. But first of all, my takeaway on first world order countries versus third world order countries. So I didn't realize this, but based on our reading for this section, that first world countries are those that support capitalism, which obviously the U.S. would fall under that category, and then second world countries support communism. And then the third world order countries, it's that are non-aligned. So I guess their media wouldn't be based on like the government specifically or necessarily like communism, and then it wouldn't be completely free like the U.S. is. So what do I think about that? I would say, just from my own perspective, I don't like the idea of what I'm being told, like coming from a very narrow perspective that I don't get to choose. So, like a country that the government, heavily controlled their media and the messaging and that sort of thing, I wouldn't like that. I want to be able to dig around, hear different sides of things for myself. And I know that there probably are some issues that come with that. Like, I think here in America, we tend to find the news that fits what we think. And there is a news outlet for every opinion out there. And so maybe that's not 100% the best way to do things, but I'd still rather have that choice than to be limited. So, but that said, our next question: are there benefits or consequences of having an open door ethical policy like the U.S. does? Obviously, yes, there is. We may have different choices, but they are, of course, that messaging is also defined by, as our reading mentioned, the sponsors, what they want to hear, and that sort of thing. But as I said, I'd still rather have that choice. So what I would suggest to make the global village better, media-wise, is I think maybe kind of what they were intending here and what they're talking about in our reading, to make media available in each country but not require it. Maybe, and I'm wondering if the Reporters Without Borders community, I should have looked this up before I started doing my video, but that's kind of the organization I'm thinking of, along the lines where there is a central kind of group of media, journalism, that sort of thing, that they can go to countries and help them set up as they need and want. Don't force themselves on it, but they're there and to help in the way that the country wants. Like if the country, like France, wants to limit what comes in, this group can help set that up. If the country wants, their news to come from the government, then, this group can help set that up. And then if a country wants something more like what the U.S. has, then, that country can help set that up as well. Just have different options and leave that up to the country to decide. Let them have that autonomy to choose for themselves. I think ideally it might be great to have multiple options. You know, I think here in America, maybe we ought to also have the option of more, maybe government funded media outlets that are more kind of like PBS, that don't rely on capitalism and sponsors for their, so that there's not that perspective coming from it. But I think you're always getting someone's point of view. So I don't know what the 100% right answer for that is, but just from my own perspective, I think that having more options is better than less options, because that gives you the choice. And who knows? So I look forward to hearing what y'all have to say. And again, I have a small little audience here, but I really have enjoyed my time at MacU, and I'm a little sad to go, but I'm glad to start new adventures. So I hope everyone's having a great week. I'll talk to you later. Bye.